question for you this morning. How many of you have the initials CPA after your name? Awesome. I knew there were lots of CPAs out here. I have another question for you. How many of you are radical CPAs or radical CFPs? Awesome. My name is Jody Padar, and I am the radical CPA as well as a financial planner. And about 2 years ago, we realized that our customers wanted more from us, that they actually wanted a more holistic approach to their financial lives. We were already doing their accounting, their tax, and their payroll, and we realized that they needed more. So we incorporated financial planning into our practice, and me and a colleague of mine became licensed. Now, what I've done to the accounting space, I've disrupted it, and now I hope to do that in the financial planning space as well. We are a 100% cloud-based firm, and we are virtual, even though we are located in Chicago, meaning our clients are everywhere and anywhere. What is radical? 10 years ago, my ideas about how to manage a practice seemed pretty radical. We were working with customers using technology significantly different than most of the firms that I was associating with. We were 100% cloud, and now we're actually moving into artificial intelligence and bots. So maybe you think that's radical as well. We're changing because the world around us is changing. We didn't wake up and say, okay, we want to change. We found that our customers were pushing us to change and to evolve in new ways, and we just went with it, right? We iterated on it, we learned from them, and we kept trying new things. And we really want other people to join us. That's why I have almost 500,000 followers on LinkedIn. So I've been sharing my radical ideas via blogs and social media for the last 10 years. So I think it's starting to catch on. But technology has leveled the playing field. And we think about that because it's really not about tech. It's really about real time, and that's the disruption that we feel in our firms, right? It's not the technology itself. It's the real-time, immediate access that our clients want from us. And that's what we're adapting to. It's not the tech. And we really need to figure out how to make that technology smooth across our whole firms. Because right now I know a lot of practices, they're using technology, but they don't have it completely through all of their processes and practices. And real-time is that disruption. So we just really need to think about how to affect our customers and be able to respond to their real-time needs. Today, I believe we're at the intersection of user experience, tech, and business. And we're right in the middle, and we're trying to figure it all out. And when I began my journey 10 years ago in the CPA space, we had regulations, but we certainly didn't have the regulations that we have in the financial planning space. So we really have to figure out how we're going to utilize social media, and we have to figure out how we're going to adapt with documents and all that other stuff, because really in financial planning, the regulators, and I mean, I know you all love your compliance teams as well, but are making it difficult for us. And our customers want ease of interaction, but compliance sometimes, so we have this thing we have to weigh between each other, and we just have to figure it out. And what I think is really important is that we figure it out together. So if we think about an old school financial practice, we think about a ketchup bottle, right? And how hard it is to interact with your customers and get the information out, right? How it's hard for them and there's friction there. But when we utilize technology much better, then it just becomes a smooth flow and it's a lot easier. And what's gonna happen is over the next 5 years, we're not even gonna realize that there was a different way to do business, right? Because it's just gonna be adoption and everyone's just gonna get it, which is pretty cool. We have to stop thinking about the status quo, and we have to just stop doing it, right? And we have to think of next practices, not best practices. So, how can you rise with me? I encourage you to take one step. Just start. Go learn about some new technology, some new opportunity that's out there, and just start moving. Because when you start moving, you organically start to move to the next thing and the next thing. If you add technology, technology is going to grow your capacity. And the problem with technology is sometimes when you add it, it takes a little bit longer, but then you realize the benefits. So you have to be okay with, like the speaker said yesterday, going up and down the mountain. You have to be open to collaborating with your peers, talking to the person next to you, talking with someone on LinkedIn or in social media and learning what they're doing. And finally, and this is probably the hardest thing, is you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Because we don't know what we don't know yet, and we only know that it's gonna change even faster and faster. So I encourage you to rise with me and become radical and part of the FlexGen. Thank you.